Good morning, good afternoon. Thank you everybody for having me. It's been a fantastic, actually, 24, 48 hours listening to you guys speak, and it's lovely to hear what you've had to say about TikTok. We are a video platform, but music and audio is a big part of our DNA. And with that, I can't not start without a video. So over to you guys. Hello again. So what is TikTok? TikTok's a platform that inspires creativity and brings joy. Basically, it's a platform that provides a ton of short videos with a full sound-on experience using 100% of the screen. You open the app and you get the first video, and how you interact with that first video determines what you get next. If you like it, if you share it, if you comment, how much of the video you watch, that will determine what you'll end up seeing next. Where you are in the world and what time of day, these are all factors onto what you get as your next video. These videos range from a few seconds all the way up to a minute. If everybody was to open up TikTok right now, we'd all see very different videos distinct to what we would want. Today, I'll talk to you a little bit about what the platform is, some of the trends that we've seen in 2020, and a little bit about what we're doing in 2021 with TV and live streaming. A lot of that's already been discussed over the course of the last 2 days. As you look at 2020, we've hit over 2 billion downloads globally, which is phenomenal as a number on its own, but it's actually even more phenomenal when you think that TikTok's less than 2.5 years old. We've evolved from an app called Musical.ly. Even though we're a video app, sound and music's part of our DNA. Video is a language that works across cultures, languages, everything. So we exist in 150 countries across 75 languages. You don't need to speak a specific language to understand this cat video and just enjoy it. Closer to home, within Europe and within the US, we see about 100 million monthly active users. So these are users on our platform at least once a month, watching videos, enjoying them, contributing, and the rest of it. TikTok really has 5 screens. The first one, which is a For You feed, videos come straight up, you like, you share, you comment, and that's the way it goes. From there, there's a second one, which is Discovery. Discovery is where you start to see a few of the trends. You'll see what's coming, new music, what's happening out there. After a month of consumption and looking at trends, people start to think, oh, I can contribute, I can make these videos, I can create this, it's not too hard. I want those 25 million views. So then within the app, we provide a variety of creative tools, everything from advanced editing, filters, stickers, and sounds. And then there's your notifications and profiles. These videos are extraordinary and hilarious, but they're always so much more immersive once you have the sound on. And sound is on all the time. The only way you can turn it off is by putting the volume all the way to nothing. But actually, sound is so important in making people engaged and consuming. Coming from Musically, lip syncing, dancing is a massive part of our platform, but we are now so much more. We have TikTok for everybody. One of my biggest challenges is summarizing how broad these videos can be. I've tried to summarize it in a few seconds into 5 videos. The first one is for people who have way too much time. There's the educational or food. Cultural videos teaching people about distinct cultures or their own culture. I've also combined it with throat singing. And 9 to 5, so what you do for work. And no platform can ever exist without animals and pets and dogs and cats.
It's sad. I know. Abuse. I know.
In the midst of those feeds, as you're watching video after video and how you interact with them, we serve ads, and ads are dependent on age, country, and a whole range of other things. But when we work with our partners, we tell them not to create ads, but to create TikToks. And what I mean by that is, you would have already seen this slide from me, but let me add the audio element to it and you'll see what I'm talking about.
M to the B, it's 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 M to the B.
That audio has been watched over 1 billion times just within the TikTok app. There are 7.5 million videos created using that sound. People have really engaged with it, love the audio, love creating videos. So when partners create ads, well, you'll see.
It's M to the B, it's M to the B, it's M to the B.
Can we coach you?
Okay.
Something fun, something relatable. But basically, we're asking to make ads, not make ads, make TikToks. Some of the trends that have occurred over 2020, dancing, a huge part of TikTok. And when you have a song such as Blinding Lights, it takes off and it does very well. This is just a short preview of that trend. Now, that did very well, but there was a TJ Black in the US took that, and during lockdown, we've all spent way too much time with the family, and took that experience of TikTok, you know, that intimate one-on-one experience that you have with your phone, and it started involving the whole family, and they ended up creating this. That video was watched 23 million times, but it started a brand new trend. It started a trend where you involve the whole family. 1.1 million videos were created using that. And that sound was used or heard 4 billion times, or just under 4 billion times within the app, which is extraordinary numbers if you think about any population in any way, shape or form. But this is kind of where it led to. So one of those trends that really took off. Another one that came across in 2020 was a gentleman by the name of Nathan, has 2 daughters, and they suggested that he downloads TikTok, because he always likes singing, dancing, probably as a consequence of the previous trend. Anyway, he was on his way to work and created this TikTok video. However, it really resonated with people. Let me show you for those that haven't seen it.
Here you go again, you say we want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that it should play the way.
People really resonated with that, and it could be the audio, it could have been just the relaxed atmosphere, but that was watched 70 million times alone just on TikTok. That doesn't include all the shares on Instagram, WhatsApp. It's all over the news. 500,000 people created videos using that sound, including the three lovely folk, Dr. Phil, Mick himself from Fleetwood Mac.
We want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down?
I can't say it better than Billboard.com. It was the first time since Ronald Reagan that Fleetwood Mac had come back in top 25 of the top 100 Billboard. It's amazing. It all came down to that earworm. It's a song that I have in my Spotify playlist that I used to listen to every now and then, but you hear it, you think about it, and the influence that we had on the music industry is significant. And this is not just a once-off, it happens every day. Sound comes in many different forms when people create videos. You've seen it. He was just riding a skateboard, added what he felt was a song that was relevant for that. However, sound comes in so many forms. There's your typical singing. Your fast speaking.
100 gradi, poi tagliate a metà una cipolla di tropea, la sbucciate, la pelate e la fate a striscioline. Pentolino sul fuoco e fate sciogliere un po' di burro insieme all'olio d'oliva dentro con tutte le cipolle e le salate.
And then there's, I'm not exactly sure how to categorize this. But as I said, sounds come in many forms, and music is a big part of the platform. 2 years ago, when TikTok came to light, Old Town Road, I'm sure many of you would have heard it, came to rise because of TikTok, ended up being #1 song for so many weeks. There are so many examples, and I've chosen to use an underdog here in this example. This is one that I actually had come up on my feed 3 weeks ago. Lyle, his story is amazing. I'll let him share his story.
I made a huge mistake. So what happened was, I was at school, met a girl, fell in love with said girl. Like, she was the one, fell in love. She turned me down, got really sad, and I decided to make a song about it, hoping to get some feelings off my chest, and maybe to win her over with the song. But anyway, I wrote, sang, and produced the whole thing on my own, all while working to get my engineering degree. It didn't work. Yikes. I really love the song though, and decided to release it. I'm 21 and I don't have a label or a PR team, so it's really hard to get exposure for a song. I'm also graduating soon, and I really hope to make this music thing a career by then. And the first week of streams is the most important for a song. Right now, I'm barely at 10,000 streams, so I've been listening to my own song to boost it a little. So, if I could get a few more streams, then I wouldn't feel like...
That was 3 weeks ago, and within a week, he had 100,000 people. And as of this morning, when I checked, he was just under 380,000. So we have an incredible strength in bringing new music to people, but also just making things available for them. There are so many examples of this. With this, however, Nina is a brilliant artist from the US. She's somebody who's had albums, somebody who's created music and songs. But in this video, I'd like you specifically to look at the tools that she's using.
When you're young, and you get your heart broken, and it leaves the scars you doing. You can't believe it's over. That's when you get a little colder.
I think it was a speaker just before, 2 speakers ago, was talking about how they had the person in the driveway, the producer in the driveway, passing over the cable so that she can create music. This is something that happened during lockdown, and Nina was able to use a whole bunch of tools at home to continue creating. And with that, we've been thinking about that. TikTok for developers is what started. So we've created a range of APIs to allow content straight into the platform. That started a few months ago, primarily around video. So the creation of video using standard tools, Adobe and everything else, and then slowly bring them onto the platform. But this will extend significantly over the next 12 months, and you'll start to see it with audio tools as well. And this will continue to grow as a big part of our platform to allow greater quality content, easier content coming in, but also content coming off our platform. You would have seen in the US a few weeks ago, we launched what we call TikTok on TV with Amazon Fire. It's done extraordinarily well. We launched in August, and it's been growing and growing since. What it looks like, it's an experience on your TV, only in the US at the moment, where you have created a curated TikTok playlist. They're about 3 to 4 minutes long, and the experience would be either languages or pets. It could be any real theme. You sit back, you watch that content, could be around music, whatever it may be. It's refreshed regularly, and it's relevant to the culture, relevant to the market that it would be in. Take all those amazing things that we've done over the last year in 2020, add a little bit of TikTok for developers, add a bit of TV, and what we're focused on for 2021, including, is TikTok Live. Now, Live is going to make everything we do bigger and better. Live is as simple as it is today for creation of videos. Little plus button at the bottom, and you're able to start creating straight away. It's the same seamless experience. There are thresholds, usually a few thousand followers, which surprisingly isn't very difficult. We used it with great success during the early starts of COVID. We included the World Health Organization to teach people how to wash their hands and ask questions for Q&A. We're also using it for donations to help various communities. This is Gordon Ramsay. He raised an absolute, I can't remember exactly how much he raised, but giving money to charity. And finally, now we don't know where the live streams are coming from. There's everything from language, fitness classes, which you'd expect, cooking, music lessons, absolutely everything. Before I wrap up and pass over to Q&A, we are a fun platform, and I thought I'd share with you one final trend that I really enjoyed. We shared 2020 with a few others, Netflix, and obviously Tiger King was a big part. This was one of the trends that occurred during that period, which I really enjoyed.
Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked her. Can't convince me that it didn't happen. Fed them to tigers, they snack it. What's happening? Carol Baskin.
Thank you.